Just another day in the life.
Is this TIG welding? One minute, everybody. Donate money to the cancer connection and get out. Donate to the cancer connection. Woo!
Hey guys, I'm Tamara Sakarzik in Northampton. Right now we're at Monte's Campout for the Cancer Connection. This is all happening on the front lawn of the old courthouse. This is the 10th time they've done this fundraiser, and they're trying to raise money for the Cancer Connection. And to do that, they'll be sleeping out here, camping out here on the front lawn until they reach their goal. And this year, it's a pretty big goal. It's $100,000. Last year, we're told they were able to raise $65,000. And if you take a look at what's going on over here right now, Monte from WRSI is actually being welded onto this sculpture, and he is going to stay there until they reach at least 1% of their goal, so 1% of $100,000. We're here and we're talking to people about their goal and about raising money for cancer and the Cancer Connection.
But the thing is, it's a whole different something for me.
Video this sculpture?
Sure.
HD.
WKNE HD2E.
He's so fabulous.
Alright, so let's see. I archive everything, so I'm going to try to archive this. Alright? First time.
Thank you.
All right, all
You know
right.
exactly what era Bowie you would, just by what kind of hairdo you had or what clothes you're wearing. So maybe for the remainder of the day, as long as I can keep this cape on, I will be Jareth the Goblin King Bowie from the movie Labyrinth. And joining me at the top of the steps, agreeing to do some of his own music and a song by David Bowie, is the artist known as Workman. 413-582-5200. Let's hear something from Workman's song.
Wild, man! Wild!
The donations have really slowed down. We ran out of all the matching donations, save for the one that's still on the table from Hope and Olive of $1,000. 413-582-5200. I want you to keep calling. We're going to have the big Bad Bollocks up here in the 5 o'clock hour. We're going to give it that one last push and see if we can make it to the 100,000 by 6 o'clock. If we do, we will break camp. If not, we start again tomorrow.
Okay, let's take it from here.
For when I am far away on the right of the wrong
Okay.
Hey, it doesn't matter. What's that like?
That's a little bit too loud. It's fritzing out at the
Right, so I'll
at the
back up a
loudest
bit.
moments.
Take two!
Up my lawn, 1806, since I found the cold king of cards.
Okay, it sounds pretty good.
And coming up in just a little bit, we'll have the big Bad Bollocks who are playing their traditional St. Paddy's Day show here in Northampton. I see someone with a giant check walking across the street. I hope it's not just a giant shaped check, but is it one of those actual giant checks? It's Monte still outside Courthouse in Northampton. Cancer Connection Campout 10. This is the latest we've ever been out doing one of these things, and in the next hour, we can raise $43,000. And until we hit that $100,000 mark, I made a promise that if we hit the 100,000 by 6 p.m. tonight, there would definitely be another Cancer Connection Campout next year. If we don't hit it, we'll see. And to encourage you, give you some music to inspire you to call, playing their annual St. Patrick's Day show here in Northampton, right around the corner at the Iron Horse. We love them. They're the big Bad Bollocks. Take it away, big Bad Bollocks.
Hello. We're doing one of our old favorites. Well, it's somebody's favorite anyway. Hey, the tea. Honey, they won't understand and talking up the storm. We're ragging and wagging and telling tall tales back to the lands they born. Whiskey in my tea, love whiskey in my tea. If you keep your bloody biscuit, just put whiskey in my tea. Whiskey in my tea, love whiskey in my tea. Hey, but don't forget the milk as well as whiskey in my tea. Hey! He called me an English bastard, so you best explain your scorn. He said it was for his forebears who were in the famine born. He accused the finger, raised his fist and claimed his right to war. And his father's greed would spill my blood and more. He was an Englishman for better or for worse. And no amount of exile would ever change that course. Pride of him, his birthplace, the year which he was born. Came back the answer Boston in 1964! You can't afford the tickets back to Suffragette City. I don't lean on me, man, cause you ain't got time to check it. You know my Suffragette City. I don't lean on me, man, cause you can't afford the tickets back to Suffragette City. Don't lean on me, man, cause you ain't got time to check it. You know my Suffragette City is out of sight. Well, alright. Suffragette City. I'm back in Suffragette City. I'm back in Suffragette City. I'm back in Suffragette City. All right, Suffragette City. Suffragette.
The Big Bad Bollocks at the Courthouse Cancer Connection Campout 10. It almost reinvigorated me to kind of sleep out here and do this all over again, Big Bad Bollocks. 45 minutes away from wrapping this thing up, even less than that. We're just over 57,075. Last time I checked, there is more math being done. There are more donations coming in. We're going to see how close we can get by 6 o'clock. 413-582-5200. We'll be back live from the courthouse in downtown Northampton. It's been a rough day for Beatles fans. With the news that George R.R. Martin passed away, because who else is going to finish the Game of Thrones series? Well, oh man, I've been out here way too long. George R.R. Martin didn't die, George Martin died. We started at 6 a.m. on Tuesday, and we're here wrapping things up for the end of broadcast day number 2. Just heard from the Big Bad Bollocks, who are doing their big St. Patty's Day show at the Horse on Saturday, a week from this Saturday. I've never had to camp more than one night. If we don't hit the 100,000, the broadcast day winds down. We start it up all again 6 a.m. tomorrow. It's Monte, still at the courthouse, still at the top of the steps of the old courthouse in downtown Northampton for the 10th time, camping out for the Cancer Connection. And I was hoping that by 6 o'clock tonight, we'd be able to say we raised $100,000 for the Cancer Connection, which would guarantee there will be a Cancer Connection 11 next year. We are currently at $59,556. That's only 59% of what we're looking for the Cancer Connection. It's Monte at the top of the steps of the old courthouse in downtown Northampton. Cancer Connection Campout 10. The last campout ever? Question mark? And the question mark remains. I changed it from probably to question mark this morning when I said if we hit the $100,000 by 6 p.m., I would definitely do Cancer Connection Campout 11 next year. There was also, through the PayPal account, associated with no campers, just people online donating out of the goodness of their heart, another close to $4,500 there, which brings our total to $84,545. Now, that is about $15,000 away from the $100,000 goal. We're extending it till 7 o'clock. We need to raise about $5,000 every 15 minutes. If we hit that $100,000 by 7 o'clock, once again, Atticus, Enzo, and I will do the Hamilton musical, and if we hit it, or it looks like we're gonna, I'll call Good Ben Clark, and we'll all do it live on the radio. When you do get that call, there's a 50-50 shot that all of us are gonna get cancer. I hate to break it to you. And it's amazing that we live in a place where you can call the Cancer Connection. They will open the door to you. You get hospitalized, they'll come and give you Reiki in the hospital room. They're like, doctors that do house calls in some ways, except the house call, the doctors are with you in the hospital, and these folks are treating the sort of spiritual side of what happens to your humanity when you are going through cancer. 413-582-5200. 413-582-5200. 413-582-5200. 413-582-5200. 1-800-54-9-413-582-5200. I'm so glad I do not have to give a phone number right now. Over 48 hours later, about 50 hours into this, if you're just tuning in, we did it. You did it. 100,000 plus for the Cancer Connection. We hit 65 at the end of the Cancer Connection Campout last year. Immediately when it was over, I talked to Annabeth and Betsy from the Cancer Connection and said, next year, Cancer Connection Campout 10, last campout ever, probably, and we're gonna go for $100,000. Is this gonna be the last campout ever? I've changed it from probably to question mark. And if I can be convinced over the course of the next year, we will do a Cancer Connection Campout 11. We might not try to go for $100,000, but we'll see. And so as our farewell, before we break down our tent and I leave, Atticus, who's 11, Enzo, who's 8, and I will do Guns and Chips from the Hamilton musical. How does a ragtag volunteer army in need of a shower somehow defeat a global superpower? How do we emerge victorious from the quagmire, leave the battlefield waving Betsy Ross's flag higher? Yo, turns out we have a secret weapon, an immigrant you know and love who's unafraid to step in. He's constantly confusing, confounding the British henchmen. Everybody give it up for America's favorite fighting Frenchman! I'm taking this horse by the reins, making red coats better with blood stains. And I'm never gonna stop until I can remember when I'm up together with names down. Constantly engaging them, escaping them, and raising them out. Like my friends for more fun, I come back with more guns and ships, and so their balance shifts. We rendezvous with Rochambeau, consolidate their gifts. We can end this war in Yorktown, cut them off at sea, but for this to succeed, there's someone else we need. I know. So you know what to do in the trenches, you do it. Remember with the French, I mean. So you're gonna have to use them eventually. What's he gonna do in the French, I mean? No one has more resilience or matches my practical, tactical brilliance. You want to fight to your land back? I need my right-hand man back. Get your right-hand man back. You know you gotta get your right-hand man back. I mean, you gotta put the bomb to the letter, but the sooner the better to get your right-hand man back. Alexander Hamilton. And scene! Thank you all so much for indulging me and indulging my children as we sing the Hamilton musical for you. Wow. We're hoping to put on a Hamilton sing-along at the Deshay Theater. We'll see if we can make that happen. I'm gonna take a day off. I'll see you on Monday.
Love you, Mom.